Jeremy and I am a guide to Southwest Louisiana, and we're here on Bordelock Drive in Lake Charles, Louisiana. We're on our way to one of the historic districts here in Lake Charles, and we're looking at the fabulous lakefront with birds and flying flags and wonderful medjool palm trees and illuminated light columns and wonderful attributes to make our lakefront one of the more animated sites in the community. We're entering Margaret Place, which is one of the historic subdivisions in Lake Charles. It's an actual city-designated historic district, and this is one of the landmark houses in this area. Unusual color combination, don't you think? This is a bungalow subdivision created just after the 1910 Great Fire, and it was essentially a streetcar subdivision. So the houses you see, most of them are between 80 and 100 years old. You'll notice we have a great number of live oak trees, which provide fabulous shade here in the south. We grow a lot of subtropical plants, a lot of gingers, and citrus trees, and palms. We're in subtropical USA in the south, and people like color. Notice that there are purple houses and there are yellow houses. You'll see a few red houses and you'll see blue houses. You'll see a variety of colors. Hi, we're standing in front of the John Stevens house, which is an historical home here in Margaret Place, which is Lake Charles' original streetcar subdivision. This house is a great example of a craftsman bungalow. In fact, it won a National Design Award in '97 when it was redone by the family that still lives in it. The house has wonderful detailing, as you can see. One of the landmark houses here in the subdivision, and particularly at the fabulous gardens that surround these homes. These gardens are full of camellias and gingers, citrus trees, and wonderful palm trees that grace the area here in the Gulf Coast area of Louisiana. Century-old camellias grace many of the houses here in Margaret Place, and many of the houses are bungalow style, like this one. Bungalows are distinguished by being fairly compact, one-story houses with front porches designed for modern living. These houses were designed in the first, second, and third decades of the 20th century in order to accommodate smaller homes, smaller families, and the fact that folks didn't have servants anymore to maintain large Victorian-type houses. One of the great variety of homes in Margaret Place is evidenced by this house, which is a 1937 Georgian revival house. It has fabulous gardens and is a wonderful example of variety in the district. Georgian revival is a house style that replicated the classic home styles that led back to Roman and Greek times. You'll notice the columns in the front and the portico, which are emblematic of the Georgian style. This is the Leon Locke house, a 100-year-old Italian-style villa here in Margaret Place. And this house has a royalty who lives in it. The Queen of Creux du Lac for 2004 actually resides in this house, as you can tell by the fact that she's flying her royal banner. This house is also famous for having an interesting ghost story. This house smells of oranges and cigar smoke. No one smoked in this house in 40 years, but it always smells in certain areas of oranges and cigar smoke because Leon Locke grew an orchard of oranges on this property in 1912, and he was renowned for the quality and quantity of his Havana cigars. built in 1912 and designed or attributed to Favreau and Livaudais, who were the trophy architects of the time. Favreau and Livaudais were architects from New Orleans that designed many large, impressive projects in the South, including here in Lake Charles, the courthouse, the cathedral, and the 1911 City Hall.